So welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to talk on one of the the trendy topic, like embedded system versus artificial intelligence, like which career is better. So if you are confused about what to choose or which one of this to be taken as your career goal, then let's start today's video. So let's jump in. So first, before starting, we should know what's an embedded system and what is an artificial intelligence. So without knowing the difference, it will be difficult for us to take a decision, right? So first, let's start with what's an embedded systems. So first, that embedded system, that is a specialized computing unit like inside a device. If I am saying like that, if you see your car, there is so many ECUs are there, or if you see your smartphone or the medical equipments, so all this are the different embedded systems. Okay, so they are designed for the efficiency and the reliability. So if you are a person, you need to love working closely to the hardware, then this might be your zone, or you should choose the career as an embedded engineer. Okay, next is the artificial intelligence. So now AI, so AI, it's all about making the mission smart. Like we are teaching them to learn, reason, and then make a decision. So from a chatbot to self-drivingless car. So if you see that, so now we all are using ChatGPT, right? So if AI is everywhere, if you are passionate about data, especially on the algorithms, then this is your playground, because all you are going to handle here is the data and the algorithm part. So these two career opportunities, like as an embedded engineer and as a artificial intelligent profession, they both have their own growth and the trend and the market. So all at the end, all the things depends on the interest, the real interest of which one you are really passionate at. Now let's see, as we said, embedded systems, it's an integral part. If you see all your household, your smartphone, watches, your earbuds, all the things are embedded systems. And if you see the applications, you can see a wide range of application, your household, your customer electronics, then in the industrial area. So everywhere we are using the embedded systems. Okay, so this one, if a person who really likes to work in a hardware, or they want the software, or not pure hardware, or they don't want to work in a pure software, that means they need an integration point of hardware software, then the career is for you. Okay, so that embedded systems, it's like kind of hardware plus software. So the technologies, mainly this technology is to make a device smarter or connected, so we need both hardware and software. Yeah, so that is mainly the key areas of an embedded profession. Now if you see artificial intelligence, so artificial intelligence performs like a human, correct? So there are different technology like neural network, then machine learning, all the things are the key areas of your artificial intelligence. Okay, so you can see in the finance analytics, healthcare, diagnostics, so everywhere, e-commerce, so all the things are the wider application of embedded systems. Now the skills required. So let's talk about the skills which is required for both embedded and your AI. So embedded systems, for an embedded engineer, you need to know some of the basic. That means, see, if you're entering into an industry, so industry is expecting some things from you, or their basic things that you should be aware of, or you should be very professional in that. Okay, so that kind of skills are C and C++. So this two programming language is the core of your embedded profession. So if you are planning to enter into this domain, definitely you need to learn C and C++ and the real-time operating systems. So that one is the another main focus areas. So these are the skills which you need to develop ongoing. Okay, next is your hardware knowledge. So hardware knowledge, you don't want to be the vast knowledge on all the hardware, and but you should have the basic understanding and the basic interfacing of with different hardwares or different peripherals. So these are the bare minimum, I can say, which that industry is expecting from you when you are entering into an industry, or the current market. So in the current market you should have this kind of knowledge. Now comes for AI. So if you want AI, or you want to become an AI engineer, then you should know the Python. So Python is one of the thing. Next is the machine learning and the data science are the key areas. So these are the very specific, and that is the expectation from you. If you are entering into the market, you should know all the kind of things. So but both the embedded and the AI engineers requires the problem solving skill. Okay, so if your focus is different, but here it is kind of one. If you're taking embedded, you will go to the hardware related things, and if you are in the AI, then the data analytics or the machine learning will be the more focus area for you. Okay, next is of course the salary trends. So if you see, an embedded engineers earn around 70k to 120k globally. I am saying specifically it's globally. So while as an AI professional often makes 90k to 150k, and if you see the current market, AI is tend to pay more because of the high demand and complexity. But at point of time, both will come to a level which will you will get market paid as per the market standard. So this both profiles, like an embedded profile and AI profile, it is evolving, and the future is all about these two trends. So definitely they your in terms of your salary also, you will be getting paid well. So that worry won't be needed at this point of time. Let's see the industrial applications. So where do these skills shine? So if you are an embedded domain, or if you have a knowledge in embedded systems, embedded will be powerful in your IoT, automobile, and in the healthcare devices. Okay, and if you go to your AI, so your AI sector will be mostly in the financing. At this point, at the current market, I'm telling all the things. So it will be finance, e-commerce, and robotics. So both field are everywhere, but it will be in a two different ways. That I can say it both. If you see a healthcare domain or a healthcare devices, AI will be there, embedded systems will be there, but they are operating in the two different ways, and that should operate parallelly. AI standalone can't do anything, and same way that embedded system, okay, can't do any real-time operations. So at this point, it is operating as a parallel, but in future we can see it can be a merged service. An AI engineer should know hardware, same way expectation from an embedded engineer, they should know how to make the LLMs, that means for your, how can you make a model or a chatbot kind of thing. So this both will be almost, I can say, it is not independent. These two profiles are dependent on each other. They should operate hand in hand. Okay, now let's see the future scopes. Now coming to the future scope, you can see that embedded domain is booming. With what? With IoT and 5G technologies. That is the current trend. Same way, if you see AI, that AI is in booming in artificial intelligence, is booming in the automation and analytics domain. Correct? You can get a chatbot for all kind of analytics operations, correct? And so both have a future, and both future is also, I can say, next 5-10 years you can surely go in this domain. But AI is evolving in a faster rate compared to your embedded profile. Now see the pros and cons. So embedded offers a stability and it is a niche expertise. Okay, and the salary growth, if you see, the salary growth will be at the slower rate. Okay, and AI offers high pay, but its opportunity is dynamic. It will have a dynamic learning opportunity. Okay, so the learning curve is actually both. If you see this embedded, its graph is growing like this, and same way your AI graph is also growing. But this depends upon the choice which you make or where you will be perfectly fit, like as an embedded engineer or an AI engineer. Both you should choose a domain based on your interest, that at the end is your passion. Next is the career path. So if you see how the career progresses, so that embedded engineer first will be starting with a as a firmware engineer, then they will go to module lead, tech lead, then comes to the architect, principal architect, and an engineering manager or a product manager. So this is the career graph of an embedded engineer. That means there are a lot things you can achieve, or profiles are there on moving forward. And if you begins with an AI, first you will be starting with the data analytics, correct? That will be your entry profile, and then you can go as an ML engineer or an AI researcher or the data science lead. So this will be your career path, or this way your career will be growing. Okay, now the thing is, both careers shares the code and problem solving, but embedded engineers are lean on hardware while AI will be focuses on algorithms and data. So that is the only difference, or that is the key difference between these two. One is purely hardware involved and another one is purely operating on data. Okay, now let's see which one is better, because most of you people will looking for this answer, which one will be better. So honestly, I'm saying one thing, this depends on you. That means if you love hardware, or if you love real device working with real time devices or a real world devices, then you should go for embedded systems. And if you are into data, that means your complete interest into analytics or automation or working with data's algorithms, then AI is your game. Okay, so all depends on you, whichever you are interested and passionate. Okay, if you want a pure term profile, that I need to work on the hardware and I want to work on the real time world, then of course you have to go with embedded systems. And I can say it is kind of, it is not two separate careers. If you start with embedded, at the end you will be at some point of time you will realize you are closely working with AI engineers. Same with AI engineers, because these two domains should work dependently, or they should be at a hand in hand or as an integrated service. Then only a product can goes into market. So both careers are exciting, and pick the one that matches your passion and your long term goal. All depends on that. Okay, so I can tell, if you need any details or on anything on the embedded related, or profile, or the entry level, how can you enter into the market, both related to embedded or AI, you can just put your thought, or if you have any queries or clarification needed, you can just use the comment section. You can ask any queries, doubts, I will be replying from that. Okay, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tech insight. And please give your suggestions and thought process on the comment section below.